So you're a leader looking to bring Microsoft Copilot into your organization. You know, it's a huge deal, but it's about way more than just flipping a switch, right? You need a solid strategy. Today, we're going to break down the exact strategic blueprint you need for a safe, a scalable, and, most importantly, a successful Copilot deployment. And hey, just for a little context, what you're watching is part 9 of a 10-part tutorial on Microsoft Copilot, all from our friends at Virtualization Options LLC. We're zeroing in on the deployment phase here, which is straight out of Chapter 9 of their material. Here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the overall blueprint, then we'll dive into a really smart 3-phase rollout plan. After that, we'll talk about who you need on your team, how to prep for AI-specific security incidents, super important, and finally, how to make sure this whole thing keeps getting better over time. So let's get right into it. A successful adoption? It's not just another tech project. You have to think of it as a strategic change management initiative. We're moving past the what Copilot is, and we're focusing squarely on how to actually get it done right. And you know, this isn't just theory. The stuff we're covering today is based on some serious real-world experience. I mean, Microsoft itself rolled Copilot out to over 300,000 of its own employees first. They learned what works, what doesn't, and basically created a proven blueprint so the rest of us can avoid the common pitfalls. Okay, let's dig into the core of this strategy, a phased rollout. Now, this isn't about moving slowly for the sake of it. It's about moving smartly. It's about minimizing your risk and maximizing what you learn every single step of the way. The plan breaks down beautifully into 3 distinct phases. You start with an executive pilot, a small, influential group. Then, you move to a departmental expansion to see how it works for specific teams. And only then do you go for the full enterprise rollout. This whole structure is designed to keep the deployment from getting ahead of your ability to actually support it. And the crucial point here is that each phase has a clear goal. Think of it like a series of gates. In phase 1, it's all about getting that top-notch feedback. Phase 2 is where you really learn how different departments are going to use the tool. You only move to phase 3, the big one, after you've hit the success goals for the first 2 and have all your support systems ready to go. Of course, you can have the best plan on the planet, but it's not going anywhere without the right people. Let's be real, a successful AI adoption is a total team sport. You can't just silo this in IT or in one business unit and expect it to work. So that brings us to the big question for any leader, right? Who exactly needs to be at the table to pull this off? Your A team is a cross-functional powerhouse. I mean, yeah, you need IT for the tech and security to manage risk, obviously. But just as important, you need legal and compliance to navigate the rules, the business units to find the best use cases, HR to drive the training, and communications to get everyone excited and on the same page. All right, let's talk about what's probably top of mind for every leader thinking about AI, and that's security. Generative AI brings a whole new set of threats to the table, and that means you absolutely need an AI-specific incident response plan before you go live. This quote just nails it. Your old security playbooks, they're a good start, but they are not enough. They have to be beefed up to handle the unique challenges that these new AI systems can throw at you. And this shows you exactly what that looks like in practice. You need specific playbooks for AI threats. Things like prompt injection, where someone tricks the AI into breaking its own rules, or data poisoning, where the training data gets corrupted. For every one of these, your playbook has to spell out exactly who investigates, how you contain it, and when you sound the alarm to leadership. And look, a playbook sitting on a shelf collecting dust is totally useless. The only way to know you're ready is to practice. It's like a fire drill for AI security. You have to run tabletop exercises where you simulate these incidents. It's absolutely critical to make sure your team can execute when a real threat hits. All right, finally, let's talk about the long game. A Copilot deployment isn't a project you finish and walk away from. The real goal here is to create a flywheel, a system of continuous learning and improvement that just builds momentum over time. So what powers that flywheel? Feedback. You have to set up clear, easy-to-use channels for everyone, from your everyday users to your security pros to your business leaders, to flag issues and suggest ideas. That's how your policies get smarter, based on what's actually happening on the ground. Now, what's really cool is how you measure success. Yeah, you'll track metrics, but it's not just about compliance rates. A truly great program is measured by how much innovation it's sparking, whether security incidents are going down, and, you guessed it, user satisfaction. You know, the AI landscape is changing at a wild pace. No company can afford to be an island. you've got to stay plugged in. That means being active in industry groups, keeping tight relationships with your vendors, and leveraging your professional networks to stay on top of what's new. So, if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. You are not just launching a tool. You are building a living, breathing, strategic program that's going to evolve right alongside your business and the technology itself. We've laid out the blueprint. The path is clear, drawing on lessons learned from the people who went first. So the only real question left is, how are you going to lead your organization into this new future of work? Thanks so much for joining us. All the research we talked about today comes from Virtualization Options LLC, a technology research and advisory organization based in Colorado. We'll see you next time.